Morning everybody, welcome to January. It is very cold this morning. I have just fed the horses, so they are munching away on their breakfast, and I'm going to change their rugs then and get them out in the field. We've had a tiny bit of snow as I drove in, but it's not settled, so we'll see what happens if we get any more later on. When I've put them out then, in theory, unless we have loads of snow, they'll stay out for the day. I'll ride later. I'm doing lots of umming this morning, sorry. I'm going to do all the mucking out, so I think probably I will check in with you in a little while. Bye. So it's a bit later. I've just been to, I'm looking after some horses for somebody while they're on holiday, so I've just been to see them. Obviously I couldn't film that because they're not my horses and it's not my field and stuff, so I've just been to do that. Just had some lunch and I'm going to go back now and ride Basil, so I'll see you in a minute. So I've just set up 3 trotting poles. We've got the wings here, which Basil is just getting used to at the moment, having funny things on the ground. That's the single pole that I've been cantered over earlier in last week. So we've got some trotting poles set up, and I'm going to go and catch Basil and get him tacked up. I'm going to set the camera up. I'm going to set the camera up now though, so that I don't have to mess around when I've got him with me. So I won't record catching him and stuff. Hopefully it'll work recording, because last time I tried to do it, the battery ran out after about 3 minutes. So hopefully it's just because I had a not very good battery in at the time. So let's see how this goes anyway. So I've just finished riding and I'm very hot, I'm very tired. Basil was quite a good boy. We jumped over the poles a little bit, didn't we, today in canter, but he didn't buck me off. I thought I'd just show you how muddy he is. Just before I got him in, he rolled and he's covered in wet mud all around his where his top of his rug is. Horrible horse. Anyway, I'm going to untack him now and put him back in the field. I'm actually really pleased with Basil today. That's only the second time we've tried cantering over poles, and the first time I thought might have been a bit of a fluke because he did just canter over them really nicely. Today, the first couple of times, I'm not sure if the camera lasted long enough. When I finished at the end, I noticed it had turned off again, so hopefully it might have got it. But anyway, the first couple of times we went into the pole in canter, he did jump it a little bit. But the second two times he cantered over it really nicely, like he did the other day. So I'm really pleased with him. We only walked over the trotting poles today. He was a bit unsure about how to negotiate them. I don't know how many he did in his past life before I had him, but I know with me he's not done trotting poles in 5 years because we've not had an arena. So how many he did before that, I don't know. So I was really pleased with him actually, because he didn't step backwards at all. Although he hesitated, he did walk over them. So really pleased with him. Next time we might trot, probably have another session walking over them, and then trot again in the future. Anyway, so that's that done for today now, and it's still really sunny. I've got to go to the tack shop and buy some food and shavings again, so I might see what else I can find. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. So I just wanted to show you this. Actually, it doesn't look nearly as dark on the camera as it is, but there's this like huge black cloud here, just sitting after how lovely it was a couple of hours ago when I started riding a couple of hours ago, and now it's just, there's this huge black cloud over the sky and there's no more blue sky. I just come back from my tack shop with my shavings and food and things. I got some, it's a bit stacked in here, I got some Dengie Healthy Hoos, which is that turquoise bag, some Hi-Fi, which is the purple bag, some shavings, I've got some wormers. They do worming for insisted small red worm at this month, and next week, well in fact this week, so that's, and I might have been very naughty and bought some new food bowls for the horses. I've got a red one for Chesney, because most of his things are red, a green one for Fidget, you can't really see that it's green, and a blue one for Basil. I would have preferred a darker blue one for Basil, but anyway, he's still got a blue one which goes with all his other stuff, which is sort of bluey, so that's a bit naughty, so don't tell anyone that I bought those. And a cheeky little chocolate bar might have just found its way into my bag as well today. So all in all, treats for horses, treats for me. Don't tell anybody. Here are my nice new feed bowls. Chesney's on the right, Fidget's in the middle, and Basil's on the blue. Is the blue one. Matches their colours of their things. I'm not sure how tough these are going to be. They don't look as tough as my old ones, but Chesney will give it a jolly good testing, so we'll be able to let you know and see how long it lasts. Anyway, so they look dead smart, so I'm really excited to use them. And this is the Hi-Fi in comparison. So look at it in comparison to the Healthy Hoos. There's a bit of difference you can't really see in the camera, but the Hi-Fi smells much more herby. I guess it's not sure what they put in that they don't put in the Healthy Hoos, but anyway, Chesney seems to like it. It seems to be, which you wouldn't have thought, it seems to be like bigger bits to chew, which for a senior you wouldn't have thought that would be what they would do. But anyway, he seems to like it. So that's always good. And I think I'm going to make their feet up now. Basil's eating his tea, and what he does is he eats like half of it, and then he leaves half of it, and I think he likes to eat it later. Is that right? So there's no point me waiting for him to finish it, because he won't finish it tonight. So I'm going to change his rug and give him a little brush and do his feet, pick his feet out and things. I know I'm doing the straps in a random order really a bit, but I try, if he's got his head down, I try not to do his head straps. But when he puts his head up, I try and do the front straps. He's a bit of a windsucker. Unfortunately, we've tried collars, doesn't work. He's not in much, so I work on the basis he's generally happy, and there's not much more I can do. We do manage to keep the weight on him okay, so we just work with it, don't we, Basil? So I'm just going to fold his leg back over his hindquarters so he doesn't get too chilly, and the temperature's dropped, so I'm not going to spend too long doing this. I just want to give him a little bit of a brush. Make sure he's clean, but mostly because he's got a rug on all the time, it's nice for him to get a little bit, just where the rug is, get a little bit of a brush. Appreciate I'm walking around the back of him. He's in a calm mood today. He was in a silly mood, swinging his legs around, which he does some evenings. I wouldn't do it. So that's that done. I'm going to put his Zoma rug on the front half of him and take his New Zealand off the back half of him, so I can do the back. Basil's used to this routine, so you can hear a pheasant outside making a lot of noise. So Basil's fairly used to this routine. It's a bit ticklish around his stifle, so I have to do that quite gently. And it's not the best clip ever. We had a few problems the day we did it, and then we didn't really have an opportunity to tidy it up, unfortunately, so it does its job, and I don't want to do him again now because it will mess up his summer coat growing. So that's that done. As I said, just a quick flick to I'm not going to get all the mud off him because he'll go out first thing in the morning and roll straight in the mud again. So it's really not worth upsetting him because it gets so ingrained to get it out you have to tug, and it's not fair on him. I'm not going to any posh shows, so we get it off when we can, basically. So now I'm going to pick out his feet. Good boy. This is in the same order as I did Chesney in my grooming vlog all those weeks ago, because doing it in an order, they get used to it, and then they pick their feet up for you often, not always. Good boy. Or they're at least prepared. Good boy. That's a good boy. So now I have very muddy hands, which I need to go and wash. Now I'm going to do Fidget, take his rug off, give him a little brush and do his feet. Fidget's eaten all his dinner. You have no trouble eating your dinner, do you? Funnily enough, Fidget built me native pony gets the least muddy. He has his little rug on, as I think I've said before, just to keep him dry. But he's not a big roller in the winter. In the summer when he gets itchy, he's a big roller, aren't you? He's going to give him a little bit of a flick as well. He doesn't obviously get to roll much. The others obviously don't have rugs on in the summer. He has to have his sweet itch rug on in the summer. So we try and get spring if we can without him wearing a rug. But it really depends on the season, on the year, as to how bad the bugs are. His feet. Again, Fidget's very sensible, so I don't worry that much about walking behind him, but I've known him for a lot of years now, and I'm always reading them just to make sure that they're not going to kick. I wouldn't recommend it with a horse you don't know, or anything that's slightly jumpy. As I said with Basil, you can usually tell if he's having a bad day, and we just don't go behind him though. Fidget, very good-natured little pony. What's that? That's it. There's this one, Monkey. Good boy. Okay, we'll give this a go with Chesney. The camera is tied up very precariously. Oh boy. Good boy. I'll have to tie Chesney up as well, because he's not going to stand still. He's not going to stand still. Doesn't look as good as he did a few weeks ago. Well, not a few weeks ago, back in October, November. He's lost quite a lot of weight. He's just starting to put it back on again with the oil we're giving him. So basically we had to abandon filming that because the camera became exceptionally precarious. I thought it was going to fall on the floor. So we abandoned that, but we're all done. Chesney, say hello. Are we all done, Chesney? Would you like, do you think, Is it time for treats? Is it time for treats? Yes, it is time for treats. Big K-nets, time for treats. Look at the mud. Look at the wet mud on you grot bag. Grot bag. So they're all in their stables, and they're all, well, apart from Chesney who's managing to munch, they're all waiting for their nighttime treats. They do make me laugh. Basil, are you looking handsome? You're looking handsome, Basil. Basil will start grinding his teeth in a minute if I don't get them, so I'm just going to cut some carrots up. Kick bark carrot, hey? Ready for tea, carrot? Good boy. Chesney, carrot. Good boy. Okay, this is our evening routine, isn't it? Basil, good boy. Fidget. Good boy. Very gently, good boy. Gentle boy. And Chesney. Where I used to keep them, Chesney was first in the row and he always got his first. So now he don't, do you? But you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Right then. Night night. See you in the morning. You got hay hanging out your mouth, Wally. Steve. You're a good boy. See you in the morning.